With the 25th pick of the NFL draft, the Green Bay Packers select Jordan Morgan from Arizona, the left tackle. And let me tell you, I was definitely shocked and definitely not happy at the time. But before I get into the pick, I do want to say a couple of things real quick. Is one, I'm filming this at 9:30 in the morning the next day. You know, I got work. I'm actually on lunch right now technically, so give me a break when it comes to not uploading immediately. But also that my jersey, you know, the 1 and 10 is definitely faded on this side. So yeah, I just want to say that before you roast me in the comments. But like I just said in my video a couple days ago, kind of, you know, give my final thoughts on the NFL draft, I was telling you guys that anything can happen at any given moment in the NFL draft, and it definitely happened. We had a whole bunch of trades, you know, the Falcons selecting Michael Penix, which completely threw me for a loop. But yeah, like I said, anything can happen at any given moment, and bam, look at the Packers. And now at the time of this pick, when the Packers selected Jordan Morgan from Arizona, I was a little bit disappointed just because of the fact that we had Cooper DeJean and Graham Barton out there at the time. And by the way, before I even, you know, get further into it, Cooper DeJean is still available, and I think the Packers should absolutely move up, you know, a few spots in order to select them. You know, the Packers are picking number 10 and number 25 in the second round, and they got to trade up to get Cooper DeJean. I don't know what else to say. But anyways, like I said, I was a little bit disappointed, but I'm not mad at the fact that we actually ended up drafting this guy instead. It could have been definitely a lot worse, and this guy was projected to be basically like a mid to early second round pick. I think the Packers could have gotten him maybe in a number 10 pick in the second draft, or the second round, I mean. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, taking a look at the stats on the screen, he was actually a really good player last year. He had an 83.5 grade last year, only allowed a couple sacks and 11 hurries total. But the one thing I will say about Jordan is that he was injury prone a little bit. He tore his ACL a couple years ago, and prior to that, he had ankle injuries and all that. And so we have to watch out for his injury history. But he is only 23. Well, he will be 23 years old by the time the season starts. So he has a lot of time to grow, and hopefully he can stay healthy with the Packers. And if you look at his 2023 grades, he had a 77 run block grade. Zone grade was a 77.7. But the main thing I'm looking at is the pass block grade, 87.3, and that is completely massive for the Packers because we need to protect Jordan Love more. And like I said, that's the only reason why I really like this pick with here, and then the 25 overall pick, just because he's a really good pass blocker. And like I just said a couple minutes ago, you know, the Packers, when this pick was coming up, when I saw Cooper, Kool-Aid still available, I'm like, the Packers have to get this. But the Packers are actually not known for drafting offensive linemen in the first round. I think the last one was like 10 something years ago, maybe with Brian Bulaga. I could be wrong, but it was forever ago. So again, I'm not mad at this particular player. I think we could have gotten him in the second round maybe, but I mean, we still got Cooper DeJean still available in the draft, and I think that is massive. And like I said a couple minutes ago as well, we have to trade up in this second round in order to get Cooper DeJean. I don't care if we give it like a fifth round pick. You know, it's not going to be pulling an arm and a leg out, you know, to make this trade. So I think the Packers should absolutely do that still. But the main reason why the Packers ended up drafting Jordan is because the fact that he can play guard and tackle. He's listed as a left tackle, but you know, a lot of analytics say that he can go to the guard in NFL. And yeah, that's really big for the Packers because the Packers always like moving offensive linemen all over the place. I give this Packer pick a B-, just for the fact that the Packers addressed the offensive line, which we absolutely needed. I'm not mad about that. But like I just said a couple of times, I think that we could have maybe drafted him in the second round. But then again, you know, who knows? This draft was completely random, with literally every single pick was random. So I give the Packers a B- here. I do like the pick. I do think we should have addressed cornerback, maybe like Cooper DeJean or Kool-Aid or whatever. And yeah, like I said, B- for this pick. But we still got the second round and the third round tonight, so I'm really looking forward to that. And the Packers need to make moves. But that wraps up this video. Leave your comments down below. Leave your reactions on how you feel about Jordan. And I would really like to see how you guys feel about it. But I'm out of here. Deuces.